until you put it out in front of the eyeballs of people, you never know. So I'm just thrilled.
And Atlanta has been so warm to us, not only the Alliance, but all the people here, and I can't think of a better place for us to do this. But yeah, we're definitely about to like spontaneously combust.
That's it.
Listen, I have to tell you guys, I'm Mexicana.
Yes, so.
All right.
Played the Mi Tierra album from birth to now. This for me is a dream. That was like a bridge of music that even if we're far away from home or if it's difficult to go back home, that's how we enter. What was the music for you guys creating and writing it? What kind of world did you want us to be able to lean on this music and fall into?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for the Mi Tierra thing, because that's another project that was 5 years in the making. At the time, we were at the top of my pop career, and when we told Sony that we were going to put out an all-Spanish album of roots music, they hit the ceiling. Like they're going, you're crazy. So we were doing it while we were touring and doing all that, and it was a labor of love, and it was meant specifically for that reason, that when you can't be home, you can have home inside of you, and you could take home with you wherever you go. Yes. And that was the thought.
Something that I'm very proud of is that I grew up in an environment where you're not going to take no for an answer. And even just the title of our show, Basura, you know, we had a little bit of pushback from here and there.
A little bit?
And we're like, no. And you know what? The best art in the world happens when you stand your ground. Yes. And you represent your culture correctly. And especially now more than ever, it's time to do so.
And the orchestra, their motto is, El mundo nos envía basura y le devolvemos música. The world sends us garbage and we give back music. So how could we shy away from the core of this story, which is they're in that situation. It wasn't of their own making. It was a beautiful lake 45 years ago, and now it is one of the largest dumps in South America. And they live off the grid on the outskirts of this, and somehow are able to create beauty out of this landfill where a lot of their parents make a living from, where instruments they didn't have enough money to get for all the kids that wanted to learn. So they found a way to create that. And they've made beauty out of one of the most difficult situations. So the music, when we were writing it, first we wanted to really exemplify the kind of music that they play. And they play everything, because they would find their music in the landfill. So all of a sudden you have rock. They've played with Metallica.
Wow.
This group, the actual group,
music,
exactly.
Metallica, classical music, influences from Argentina, from Germany. It's a very rich musical sound.
They came.
Yes, they are here.
We were just with them right now.
In Miami, we met them for the first time. They didn't know we'd been working 2 years on their show, and someone reached out telling us about the orchestra, and I'm going, oh, this is kismet. We need to bring them to our studio and show them what we've been doing. So we got that blessing. But yes, they are here in Atlanta to be present for the premiere of their show.
And our cast has been able to meet them, which I feel like is such an unique experience, you know, because they're representing a lot of the actual characters.
They were crying. We were all crying the night that we all got together in a pizza party at the rehearsal, because they're working so hard, right? So we carved out a time, and they brought their instruments and serenaded us. When those kids saw the orchestra playing what they are doing on that stage, and it was just electric. I can't describe it.
And even our actual band was like asking, can we try some of the instruments? You know, our house band. It was very special. Yeah.
What is it that uniquely your daughter brings out of you that you feel like nobody else could get that from me, and vice versa?
Yeah, I feel like we bring some of the best out of each other. She is a nominated songwriter Hall of Fame person, or whatever you call that, for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, her vocabulary is just iconic. And then the freshness that I bring with, you know, some of my rhythm, some of my ideas, she respects as well. And I feel like the biggest thing for me has been mutual respect, musical respect, which has kept us both just picking the best idea.
I'm her biggest fan, so number one. I invited her to be a part of this because I knew it was such a unique opportunity for her and me to grow both. And the beautiful thing is that when you collaborate with another writer, whoever that may be, the baby that comes out of that is not what one would have done alone or the other alone. So you push those boundaries rhythmically. She has come up with stuff like I would send her a voice note that I go, I just got this idea, I'm writing, this. And then she would take it and all of a sudden she'd send me back a demo with all this crazy rhythm in it. Or it's just been very amazing back and forth.
Yes.
And it's exciting. Like every time I get an idea or she gets an idea and we sit together or we sit together in a room and write.
Be like, da-da-da-da-da-da, and then you'd be like, oh, and she's got the lyrics and I have the demo. Then 2 hours later,
we send it to Lack, who takes it to a whole other level. Alex Lackamore, he's amazing. He's a beast.
What have you guys just learned about people and creating the story? Like, what are the things that we disregard and we kind of forget how so much creativity comes from that rock bottom place?
Oh my gosh, that is probably the core of our story. We tend to live in a kind of throwaway culture. If everything, including people in this country, the older we get, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you're no longer useful, you gotta go that way. And the Latino culture is the opposite. Like, we venerate our elderly people with that respect for the humanity, who we are, and the fact that we are ageless and timeless, and that we can continue to create at any moment and can create from anything. These kids, what they've done with their instruments is truly mind-blowing. And it shows, I mean, when she was a kid, I was joking around before, but you know how kids, you get them a great toy, but they want to play with the box? Yes. You know why? Yes. Because the box opens possibilities for them. It's not something that you've been handed and here, play with this. No, it's like, I'm going to take this and I'm going to be proud of what I turn it into. And it's exciting to create it. And we can't lose that in anything we do.
They still found a way to make the arts and music a part of their lives. Even though maybe they're not going to be professional musicians, it adds so much to your life. And now, like, we're losing arts programs, we're losing kids having access to that, losing, the foresight of recycling and how important that is as well. So I feel like there's a lot of underlying things in our show that are very, very important. That's why you have to see it like 6 times.
Exactly, yeah, because you can't get all of them in one time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
As people are leaving the theater and they just have that feeling of inspiration and, I can do anything, what are some of the things that you hope they kind of carry in a different way of looking at the world?
I really want the younger generation to come see the show. I think they're going to be inspired to pick up an instrument, which is such a beautiful thing, or just be inspired by music or being in a band. And also just look at the environment in a different way and have a little bit more awareness of how important that is.
And I hope that they leave very thankful for their lives and the blessings that we have. And also, I promise you, you will never look at a trash can, a bottle cap, a fork, all these things, you'll never look at them in the same way. I promise you.
She just gave you a clue.
And congratulations on all your success. Latina Power, baby. Do it. Woo! Chocalas, as in our show. You'll see.